Can edit everything out. Yeah. Hi everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'm Sally, as you probably know by now, and this is Tash. You are a yoga teacher, and I'm a doctor, entrepreneur, like other shit, basically. And okay, what we're going to talk about today is basically like different stereotypes that we both have in our professions, and how like we basically think they're bullshit, and how we just do our own thing, and how you can basically do the same. And we've been talking a lot lately about like yoga. So we were talking about how, if you, a lot of yoga teachers, like what have you found basically?
Where you're meant to act a certain way, like say all yoga teachers are, we don't drink, we don't have social lives, and we carry crystals.
You carry crystals.
And we drink kombucha before we practice. And
green tea.
Yes.
And wheatgrass shots. Can't forget the wheatgrass shots. But like, it's just becoming a bit ridiculous. Like, this is what we both said, is that like there's no room for anyone who does things differently. So like, for instance, for me, I love yoga, but I don't want to spend my life drinking wheatgrass.
So there is room for those like types of teachers, like obviously.
Yeah.
If that's their personality, that's their personality.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean every single yoga teacher you meet will conform to someone else's personality.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I am a cliche with like, I'm vegan because I love animals. But at the same time, I drink.
Yeah.
I party when I want to.
Yes, you do.
I eat snacks. I eat a lot of snacks.
Tingles,
and I think if you're non-judgment and you want to help people, you've got to be non-judgment. And I can't see how a yoga teacher judging other yoga teachers is helping. Because you're not going to help your students because you're like isolating them, because you're already judging them as well.
Yeah, and it's like they have, and I've come across this a lot, especially with yoga teachers, is that they judge you if you don't follow their lifestyle. Like if you don't have the wheatgrass and you don't believe in crystals and you don't wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and I found a lot of yoga, I mean, maybe you may think differently, but a lot of yoga teachers as well, like they feel like if they want to go into this sort of profession, they need to be like that.
Yeah, I know what I mean. Like I found a lot of yoga teachers who are naturally like that, and that's them. It's perfect. Or I should look a certain way, or I've had people be mean to me over wearing a sports bra in class. I've had people give me attitudes about clothes, and yoga teachers should dress a certain way.
Yeah.
And
Well,
like
really covered up
why?
and not care for your appearance or that sort of thing.
You're meant to be humble and wear a shawl and a thing.
Yeah.
That's amazing if you want to do that, but don't judge me because I want to wear sports bra and shorts when I'm hot.
Yeah.
It comes down to that. It's am I hot?
Yeah.
And I don't mean like attractive hot, I mean 40 degrees hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant like hot as in
hot. Oh, yeah.
I was like, yes, you're hot. Yeah. It's the same with doctors. Like, I found that people are confused when you're not like super serious, super like stiff and boring basically, or that you have like a fashion sense or you want to look good. And it's the same with like being a coach as well. I think that people expect you to like just be really rigid about life and just be perfect in every way, and like either you're waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning and doing everything perfectly, but they don't expect you to like reaching all those goals and having no personality, no life. So yeah, I think like it's been very fun meeting you because we're very like-minded in that we both want to do our thing, but in our own way, with personality, and not feel like we have to fit a very narrow stereotype of what people think that we should be, basically.
I feel like there's room for every single type of yoga teacher out there, whether they do like hatha, ashtanga, some mad new mix, because I feel like even that's become a little bit pretentious. Like looking down on other forms of yoga that might be a bit new, or like things like aerial yoga and stuff. You find people like it's not traditional, but if it helps people, then I just think all yoga's good yoga. So there is room for every single one of us, no matter what we're like, no matter our teaching styles. It's the same with doctors. You're gonna find every single type of doctor, aren't you? So there's all different types of people around the world. So why wouldn't there be every single as an individual?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I think it makes things more interesting when you actually have a personality, or that you're just being yourself, whatever that is. I think like you bring something new to the table. So like I like the sort of yoga you do because you know, it's different to what I've seen before. Like you do yoga, but like you also have other things going on. You don't feel like you need to be a typical yoga teacher or look a certain way or try and be a certain way just because you're a yoga teacher. I love being around people like that who can just be themselves, who are confident. Because you know what? It takes a lot of courage to kind of go against a stereotype and just be like, I'm going to do it my own way. And I think that if a lot of people gave themselves like the permission to just do that, things would be a lot more interesting.
I think like as long as if everyone is actually themselves, just
Yeah.
as their own personality, and you've got the best intentions, no matter what you do is going to be successful.
Yeah.
As long as you are yourself, because you can't keep it up for long.
Yeah.
And then
It's tiring
yeah,
being something you're not
you
all
can't,
the time.
do it. So
Yeah.
as long as you be yourself, have the best intentions at heart anyway, because common sense.
Yeah.
And then it will, then everything will work out.
Another thing you mentioned. Oh my god, these ants are everywhere.
What is the bimbo thing?
The bimbo thing, yeah.
It's more just
I've had that a lot.
Yeah.
I've had that a lot. In that people think it's your movie in the background. Yeah, people think if you have personality and are quite extroverted and fun, that you can't be taken seriously. And yeah, just can't be asked for it basically. Yeah. The takeaways from this mishmash of a video are just because you're trying to like go into a certain career or do something specific, don't feel like you have to try and fit the stereotype of what people think that is. Just like bring what you have, like your own personality to it, and you'll find that it's more interesting for people around you and for yourself as well, like not having to constantly put on an act and like be something you're not. Basically
just love yourself.
love yourself.
Love yourself, because no one else will.
Okay, that was definitely like cliche yoga teacher. You have to fit some stereotypes.
I don't know. I'm like, I put inspirational quotes and everything, but you know, I'm not so slow.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, see you. Bye. I think yes, that's fine. It's actually recording, yeah.
Oh, but
Can edit everything out. Yeah. Okay, what we're going to talk about
as well, but I think my physique wise, I'm a cliche yoga teacher. It's not like I'm be like.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Why?
Who's a crazy man?